G'day there, the McLaren 600 LT. I've wanted to talk to you about this car for quite a while. Why? It's something pretty special and it's got a really cool party trick, but more on that later. 600, that's the horsepower. LT, well in McLaren speak, that means long tail. I prefer loves tracks because this is what happens when those clever folk at Woking decide to optimize a 570S for the track. And would you look at this thing? More power obviously, more torque, 20 extra newtons. As a result, it's quicker. 0 to 100 time drops to under 3 seconds. 0 to 200 from 9.5 to 8.2, or as long as this sentence takes. How about that? What do you get? For $410,000 is the start price. This one is spec to 460. You get an all carbon fibre tub. It's wider track-wise. Look at this, the aero at the front. That's really noticeable. But if we come around the back, that's where you really start to see the long tail trickery, this beautiful rear deck. I want to just point out a couple of things. I'll refer to them later. This wing, notice, looks a bit different in the middle, and the exhaust pipes, they come out the top of the deck. What does that mean? A completely unhindered rear diffuser. The result, combined with the other clever aerodynamics, 100 kilos extra downforce at 250, which by the way is nowhere near the top speed of 324 kilometers an hour. You can see why I love my job, can't you? I get to stand and talk about these cars, but this car, you know what? It's not the sort of car that really needs to be talked about. It's a car that doesn't need to be driven, it begs to be driven. So you know what? We're going to break tradition. Let's get in. McLaren are so good with the figures, and I've given some of them to you as we've been talking about this car, but this car is more than the figures. It really is. The 600 LT is an absolute gem. I've got to say, no one quite raids the parts bin like McLaren do. Look at these seats, which are super comfortable, perfect driving position. So it should be, though, the seats from the P1. You can get centre seats too, if you want, but seriously, these are just pretty damn perfect. Speaking of the centre though, the brake booster in this has been based on what's used in the centre, and that means a lot better feel around the top of the pedal, and that just inspires a whole lot more confidence, which, getting back to the track thing, is sort of important. I reckon there'd be days when the drive to the track would be as much fun as being at the track. My goodness. You really feel the new engine mounts, just for an extra buzz of engine. And you know, you've heard over the years so many manufacturers talk about the car that's bred on the track, but this is a car that is built for the track, but it's quite well behaved on the road. If I flip into 7th gear now, this is all very subdued and quite relaxed almost. But you know there's a weapon here. Super Trofeo tyres as well, so they're an option. This car has them, so super sticky. We're not going to explore their abilities now. We're behaving ourselves. We're on the public road. One thing we're not going to behave ourselves with is the party trick of this car, and it is one of the coolest things. And I was a kid who loved Batman, and this car does the coolest thing the Batmobile did. I have to wait though until it's dark, so back in a moment. It's crazy. This started out as one of those videos where I walk around the car and we talk about it, and that's that. The car doesn't move. I felt we needed to drive. I also felt we needed to drive at night time, and I'm going to show you why. And one of the clues is the rear wing. If you look in the middle, there's a different material, and that's not there for looks. That's there because it needs to be heat-proof and flame-proof. Why? I'll let you see for yourself. Check this out. Oh, how cool is that? I know it appeals to me, it's sort of something a bit childish, but I don't care, I love it. McLaren clearly had fun making this car, and as a result, it is so much fun to drive.